Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. A U.S. drone strike this weekend killed al-Qaida leader Ayman al-Zawahri in Afghanistan. He took over as al-Qaida leader after Osama bin Laden's death in a U.S. raid. President Joe Biden was scheduled to address the nation earlier this afternoon. This counterterrorism win happened just 11 months after American troops pulled out after 2 decades of war. The strike was carried out by the Central Intelligence Agency. That was confirmed by 5 AP sources who spoke on condition of anonymity before Biden's address. White House officials declined to confirm al-Zawahri was killed, but noted in a statement that the U.S. conducted a successful counterterrorism operation against a significant al-Qaida target. They added there were no civilian casualties. Al-Zawahri and bin Laden plotted the 9/11 attacks that led many Americans to first come to know the existence of al-Qaida. Zawahri was on the FBI's most wanted terrorist list. He had a $25 million bounty on his head for any information that could be used to kill or capture him. A 50-year-old man is in serious condition after he was hit by a car while crossing the street earlier today in Wahiawa. Honolulu police say the hit and run happened at about 3:35 early this morning in the area of Wilikina Drive just north of Kamananui Road. A man was walking northbound on Wilikina Drive in the roadway but not in a marked crosswalk when he was hit by a vehicle. The motorist left the scene of the collision. No details were given about the driver and the vehicle. The pedestrian was transported in serious condition to an area hospital. His identity has not been released. Police say it is unknown whether speed, drugs, or alcohol are contributing factors in the collision. Police are asking anyone with information to contact the HPD Traffic Division at 808-723-3413. The investigation is ongoing. A Texas man convicted of storming the U.S. Capitol with a holstered handgun, helmet, and body armor was sentenced today to more than 7 years in prison. This is the longest sentence imposed so far among hundreds of Capitol riot cases. According to a court filing, prosecutors say Guff Reffitt told fellow members of the Texas 3 Percenters militia group that he planned to drag House Speaker Nancy Pelosi out of the Capitol building by her ankles, with her head hitting every step on the way down. Reffitt's prison sentence of 7 years and 3 months is 2 years more than the previous longest prison sentence for a Capitol riot defendant, but it's less than half the length of the 15-year prison term requested by a federal prosecutor. Reffitt was the first person to go on trial for the January 6, 2021 attack. He is one of 7 Capitol riot defendants to get a jury trial so far. Jurors have unanimously convicted all 7 of them on all counts in their respective indictments. A 52-year-old Minnesota man was charged today in a weekend stabbing attack on people who were tubing on a river in western Wisconsin. A teenager was killed and 4 others were wounded. Nikolai Mew of Prior Lake, Minnesota is charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide and 4 counts of attempted first-degree intentional homicide. He allegedly attacked the group following a dispute that began with a lost cell phone. A complaint says bystanders accused him of approaching children in the water. The judge set bond at $1 million cash for Mew. He appeared at the hearing by video. The family of the teen who died has identified him as 17-year-old Isaac Schumann, who would have been a senior at Stillwater High School this fall. Those wounded were 2 Wisconsin men ages 20 and 22, a 25-year-old Minnesota woman, and a 22-year-old Minnesota man. A 68-year-old motorcyclist on Maui has died following a collision with a moped on Sunday. The collision occurred on Kahikili Highway, 148 feet north of Mala'ihi Road shortly after 9:10 in the morning. A preliminary investigation by Maui police says a black 2019 Sanyang moped was traveling northbound on Kahikili Highway when it crossed left of center and collided head-on into a blue 1994 Harley-Davidson motorcycle traveling southbound on the highway. Both riders were thrown onto the highway upon impact. Police say the motorcyclist from Wailuku died at the scene. The The moped rider, a 40-year-old woman also from Wailuku, was taken in serious condition to Maui Memorial Medical Center. Police say both were not wearing helmets at the time of the collision. Police say it is unknown whether speed, drugs, or alcohol are contributing factors in the collision. This is the 14th traffic-related fatality in Maui County, compared to 10 at the same time last year. The Hawaii Career Expo is coming up on Wednesday, August 3rd, and if you haven't registered yet, register for free on hawaiicareerexpo.com. One of the exhibitors who will be there are U.S. vets. Check out this interview I had with them to hear more about their job opportunities and services they offer. Aloha, we're here at U.S. Vets, and I'm standing next to Tatsu Sasaki, who is the Development and Communications Manager here at U.S. Vets. So thank you for having us today.
Thank you for having me.
So coming up, we're having the Career Expo that the Star-Advertiser holds at the Neil Blaisdell Exhibition Hall, and you guys have been there for many, many years. Can you tell us why you guys have been there and what your mission is?
Of course, yeah. We participate in the career fair every year, usually twice a year, because it's a great opportunity to gather veterans to come out and try to get them a job out there in the community. Mm-hmm. It's tough for veterans sometimes to transition from military life to civilian life, mm-hmm. and the career fair is a great opportunity for them to kind of get to know what local companies are out there and really just get those interview skills going for them.
For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.